Hello everybody, I will be talking about a video of John Wan. This video is about life. Life is a learning program when we observe all this wonderful world. All species have their or learning program. This learning program is a genome and the code of that program is the DNA. The genomes of each species represent different survival strategies. They represent hundreds of millions of years of evolution. A study by the North American University of Cornell in the field of genetics has revealed that the human genome has undergone important changes in the last 100,000 years, which have affected characteristics such as skin pigmentation or tolerance or body to lactose. They derivate from environmental pressures and change in the environment we have been occupying. These modifications do not seem to have affected whatever the genes that govern brain functions in the human groups analyzed. The present investigation sheds new light on the process of human evolution. Used as the question of DNA becomes increasingly mysterious. The interaction between the ancestors of all species and the environment, both what is life. When someone asks what life is, there are answers of all colors, but most are raised as an irrevocable statement. There is no turning back. That's the way it is. Each person sees it and lives in a completely different way because the circumstances of each one are completely different from those of the others. Uh, Life is not a problem to be solved. It is a mystery to be alive. Currently, more than half of the world animal genomes have been sequenced, with each of them learning a lot wherever a species have been sequenced many times. The human genome. This has been adapted to each of the needs in what is the individual. When reading a genome, you can get a lot of information, including errors. Errors. Well, when I say errors, I am referring to birth defects that are monogenetics disorders. With a small blood sample, a doctor can decipher many things, from the reasons for disease until the treatment to be used. According to the research, as the human being has been populating the world, the new environment has expert a strong pressure to produce fortuitous genetics mutations, which allowed the addition of new food sources or resisting to new pathogens with which in previous contexts it did not live together. This history corroborates that in genetics increasingly becomes a powerful tool for depending the history of our species and the change that have made use what we are today. as other previous studies have also revealed. At the University of Washington, for example, as we published in a previous article, an investigation in this field allowed to reconstruct the past of thousands of people from their genes, revealing genetic affinities existing between the ancient sailors of northwest China and some groups humans of the Middle East, as well as the European and Asian ancestry of the modern descendants of the Mayas. Other research from the University of California also relate that the European population is made up of two larger genetic groups, and the Northern and South European do not share their ancestry, as derived from the study of the modifications found in thousands of DNA bases. This is life is a journal. The gene is the point or departure, not a result. Where there is a statistical risk of certain disease, but every day you make this you make decisions, and those decisions will increase or decrease the risk of this disease. After all, we are what we decide. Young Wang is a very intelligent scientist. The achievement of creating a digital Young Wang is totally equal to in every world. His digital form detected that he has a genetic defect. A genetic defect. He accumulates twice the normal uric acid. His form digital search in all medical books, hundreds of years of knowledge until feeding an appropriate medication, which is very effective. Right at the end of the conference, they asked him a very interesting question. In this case, personalized technology available to all audience? The answer was that at the moment it is not, because it costs even millions of dollars to create a digital version of a person, but the goal of your company is that within 5 to 6 years it is already available to all people, especially for people of scarce resources that need medical attention. This video is of TEDx, the platform of TEDx. Is a video very interesting and said which every time we are moving more with technology, and in my opinion personal, I hope we do this for all, especially for people are more likely to conditions by the place to live.